Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David, and in this video I'm going to show you the latest expansion for Heat Pedal to the Metal, and that is Rocky Road. And this expansion adds two new tracks to this race game. One side of the board is South Africa, the other side is Germany, and they both have their own specialties. Also, we get the materials to add in a new player, playing with the white color. And there are some new upgrade cards that allow you to do multiple slipstreams in one turn. So please let me show you how it's played. So to start off, all materials to have another player added to the game, in this case a white player with the dashboard, the poke and of course a white race car. That means we also get some additional stress and heat cards. We have the two track cards, when you want to play a track randomly by drawing one of these cards. And of course we have a new event, the season 1966, where you play with of course South Africa and Germany, but also with Italy and France. Or you can use the two event cards from these boards, of course, with any event you want to create on your own. And of course, we have the new sponsor and upgrade cards. And these have all this symbol, and that means an additional slipstream. Because in a basic game, in a normal game, you are allowed only to do one slipstream when you're ending your turn behind or next to another car. And then you get two moves for free. Should you end up again behind another car or next to another card, you are not allowed to do an additional slipstream. But if you've played a card with this symbol, then you are allowed to complete another slipstream action, so another two spaces forward. And if you played multiple cards with this symbol, you get multiple slipstreams if you play it well and you end up next to or behind another car each time. So those are the cards. Then the track itself. On the South Africa track, we have gravel blowing onto the track. If at the end of phase 9, so the end of your turn, when you've discarded all your cards, if your car is then standing on a space with gravel, you must pay 1 heat if you still have heat in your engine. If your engine has no heat anymore, then nothing happens. But as long as there is heat in your engine, you will try to avoid ending up in a space with gravel, because that would give you a heat card at the end of your turn. Then let's go to Germany. The special part of the Germany board, Deutschland, is here on the top, where there's the chicane, because these are two corners with only one space between them. So you really want to go through these corners in one move, but if you're going too fast, you have to, and you're not ending in the space in between, you're passing two corners at the same time, so you're gonna need to pay a lot of heat if you're going too fast. And of course you want to try to avoid being stopped on either of these two spaces, because then you're allowed to also go through this corner with speed 2 or more if you can afford the speed. But that's the special thing about the Germany board. So that's it for the Heat Rocky Roads expansion. The Germany track with a chicane, the South Africa track that has gravel on the road, and the upgrade cards or the sponsor cards that give you an additional slipstream in your turn if you have a card like that and you can play it. So if you play a card with the additional slipstream, you want to make sure that you are in position to also play that additional slipstream. By the way, if you sleeve all your cards like I do, it's gonna be really tight now. I did manage to get all in, although you have a little box lift, but if there's gonna be another expansion, it's not gonna fit into the base game altogether anymore. If you have any questions about this expansion, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. My name is David. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.